Old dimes are pretty cool. They, for the most part, are of similar size. And the older they get, which this might seem like, common sense, but they really, really, it's remarkable how much of their contrast, their features, that they lose the older they get. This is an 1882 dime known as the Seated Liberty, Mercury dime, and a modern Rosevelt. The Seated Liberty is probably the dime which is least familiar to people. I doubt you find these anymore in roll hunting. And you can still pick them up for $10 on eBay, but if you want one with better features, it's gonna cost you. This one, you can see some of the face. I don't know how close I can get. Every time I try to get closer, it begins to lose, go out of focus. But I think there you can see the details pretty well. So the way I've seen it described, the features of the Seated Liberty dimes are how much of the face you can see. And I would say this one's probably mostly full face. But you can see on the shield, you can see the lines. A lot of these have been cleaned over the years. This one has some of the tarnish in it, which is wonderful for seeing the details and the features. She's sitting on a rock holding a shield with a stick and a cap in it. When you flip it over, it says 1 dime. Now, and those features are pretty good too. Now you can, all the coins are almost exactly alike. So I have a half dime here, and according to what I've read, the half dime is supposed to be slightly smaller than the Seated Liberty. This dime is an 1830, and it's called the Capped Bust. These are even harder to find with visible features. What you're looking for if you're looking for one of these dimes, or at the minimum, is the date, the stars, the silhouette, and if it says Liberty in the cap. You can see in this one, you can see some of the features in the hair, some of the features in the cap, and you can tell, and the silhouette is pretty nice, and you can even see a little bit of the eye still. on the back it says 10 cents. So this is actually a dime. And it is from what year? 1830. Now, it's marked on the flip, the holder. It's marked 1830 half dime. I believe, if I am correct, that the half dime it says dime in the back. So let me just look it up very quickly so I'm not giving any incorrect information. That's so interesting. I'm looking on eBay, and the half dimes, I'm going to show it to you. Say 5C. So, for some reason, and I was wondering, because it said that they're slightly smaller and they look the same size. And this is one of the reasons coins is so interesting, because you can just keep learning and learning and learning and learning, and so probably when I bought it, for some reason they had it mislabeled, and it looks exactly like the half dime, I have to say. So I'm looking at the and that's a very nice example of, problem is it has a hole in it somewhere, I think. So the details in this coin are terrific, but it's holed. But the bust looks identical. So when I bought it, and this is to show you, that a lot of the things that I have, if you watch my videos, you'll notice that I'm looking at things, it seems like, for the first time. And the truth of the matter is, I'll just share a little secret with you. I worked 6 days a week for, well, I'm going to have to say, going back, I mean, when I was in college, I went to school for 5 days a week and studying and all that. So that was almost like 7 days a week. I hung out a little bit on Sundays, Saturday nights. If I went out on Friday, I paid for it. But I guess since college to about a year and a half ago, when I started working at home, and I still work at home. I work 6-7 days a week because I work at home. But for all those years, I just bought stuff, and either I sold it right away or I stored them. So many of the items I have, I've never really taken a look at. Like I listed the Shaquille O'Neal Swatch watch the other day. I've had it for over 10 years, and I can't find another one of them. This dime that I have here, I've had for many years, and it's marked as a half dime, and it's not a half dime. I have another one here that I can't let's read it together. I also have it marked as a half dime. I believe it's also 10 cents. Well, I don't have it marked. That's not my handwriting. This isn't my flip. I don't have any dime flips. So I got this from the person sent it to me. So this is how much the half dime looks like the regular dime. That a lot of people get them confused. I have to look at this under. I don't know if you saw it. If you're able to read it. Yes, it says 10. It says 10 cents on it. It says 10C. So I actually don't own a half dime, and I could mark them correctly now and put them in new holders and identify them correctly. So how wild is that? A discovery, a live discovery. So the 1830 dime. This one's a pretty nice example. Of the capped bust dime. They are 90% silver. The mercury, I believe, it's also 90% silver. And all three of them are 90% silver and 10% copper. How? See, that's how we did it, man. We did it for so much of our history. We stood to our principles. We put 90% silver all the way up until 1945. And then, that's it, man. Right up to fiat. Right up until fiat. So it's one of the reasons why I really love American history, and you can really get a window into American history through old coins. This is a really nice example of a mercury dime. Has great detail. It's not cleaned, and I guess that's just looks like, I'll be honest with you, like dust that got caked on more than anything. That's a beautiful example of a mercury dime. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty interesting for me. I enjoy learning new things live with you guys and girls. If you're still here after 14 minutes, that's great. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.